cross 0, and then you now need to feed the model. That's feed the model with the string and the x valid. Okay, so the next step is to build a prediction. Predictions equals to model that predicts for me, predict the x valid. Yes, that's the guy you should predict for us. Okay, so here now we need to, in this function we need to return an absolute mean absolute error, mean absolute error. So with this mean absolute error we can actually with this mean absolute error we can actually tell if our model is doing well or not. What it does is that, for example, you build a model to predict that by 2021 or by 2022 that the price of a house, of this particular house with 2 rooms and 1 parlor, should be $20,000, and after the whole stuff 2020 then the price becomes $21,000. So if you want to know how how good your model is to do a difference of the actual value and what you predicted. So you do that guy that's the 2022 actual prediction minus your predicted model, what the model predicted. So if you check the from what I'm saying here, let me give you an example here. So for what I'm saying, for example, you predicted that your model by 2022 the house price should be 22,000, and in 22 that's the actual house price becomes $23,000. Let's just put this guy here. $2. Then after the whole time, if you want to know your model effectiveness, how correct your model is, to check your model accuracy, you have to do 23 minus. So that's what I'm trying to return on this function. Yeah, so we're trying to do a mean absolute error to return the mean of the errors. So here is the error, and this is the error. So if you want to get the errors, imagine you have millions of rows. It can't just be calculating this one by one, so you need to get the mean error of this guy so you can know how effective the model is. So from here, with that being said, importing from sklearn the matrix import mean absolute error. So from here you will now do model we should do return mean absolute error with the prediction with the y valid and the prediction to check. So this will help to tell us, if our model is good or bad. Okay, so this is what the function will be doing to help us check and to take these arguments and help us to build the model and tell us the mean absolute error. This is the metric we're going to use to check how good and how bad our model is. How close is it to the outcome we expect it to bring out. So this is how we're going to check it with this metric. Okay, so now, with that being said, we said the first approach is to get rid of columns. So we need to know, I think the question that will be on your mind, how do we know the columns that are empty, the columns that have an A in this data set? Okay, so to do that, let me get rid of this guy. So to do that, let's see, find column with an AN. So to do that, I will say column with an A. I'll go here and loop across all the stuff in this data set this is what I'm working with. Okay, train that columns if string column that is null in any of this. So with that, we can now see column with an A. So you can see these are the columns that have an A. So if you check, if I load this guy, xstring, you can see that this lots is one of those guys that have an A. We cannot really come and be checking all of them, but just trying to show you, yeah. So this is just the first 5 rows. We just simulate this one. So that code is correct. So the next thing to do here now is to say find a variable cleaned x train is equal to string dot drop columns with an axis equals to 1, and then we'll say another one is as in the column side, that's why I said the axis equals to 1, then cleaned x valid. Let's go to string that's drop column it's in axis 1. So we have dropped like 3 columns for here. So if I go and check cleaned illustrated shape, find that I'm having the column, this is the rows and this is the column. The column is 33, and if I go check the valid, the same thing. So they have the same column and the same rows. Okay, so you're good to go. So now if I call, so let me call this guy, so print. Okay, let me do approach checker. Should take clean extreme, also take clean x valid, so take y extreme, take y x y valid, and if we print this guy, okay, we get an error. Let's say got unexpected this guy. Okay, so I think we made a mistake here. Something's supposed to be here. Let me clean this guy and check. Okay, and estimators didn't put s. Estimators 100, and the next one should be random states. Let's try 0. Let's do random states. So we have this guy found input variables with inconsistent number of samples.